Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a brand new series. I'm going to be trying out your decks. I'm going to be playing in ladder, reviewing it, see what are the strengths, the weaknesses of your deck to make it the best it can be. For today's video, we're going to have this deck. Don't forget to subscribe to never miss out on my brand new Clash Mini videos, and let's jump into battle. Now, a quick disclaimer, I will not be playing these decks on my main account because right now on my main account I'm currently top 200 and there's only Grand Warden. So I don't think it'll be interesting for me to try out your decks and only face against certain heroes in particular, because not all of your opponents are going to be playing Grand Wardens. So I will be playing this on my smaller account. We've got around 1,000 trophies. So let's see how this deck does. All right, starting our first match. Now, what I do really like about this deck in particular is going to be the Dark Goblin. If we can keep him alive nice and well, we could do great. And right now, Dark Goblin is going to be an ideal mini to play against the Grand Warden. We're gonna go for a Monk and a Dark Goblin in the back. We're gonna make sure to play the Monk on the energy tile so he gets that super instantly. And okay, so right now round one should go in our favor. Monk is extremely strong, especially in the early stages of the game. But we're gonna see how our opponent really builds his whole strategy. Right now we saw Magic Archer, Ice Wizard. So next in round two we should expect some sort of tanks. Now I'm noticing that there is the Battle Healer in this deck, which I am not a huge fan. I feel like for 4 elixir, she does 1 damage, 25 HP, which is not a lot. And she doesn't even heal that much, but we'll see how it does. Right now I'm not gonna play anything. I wanna wait on what my opponent does. That's probably one of the best strategies I can give you guys. And right now my opponent just placed a Giant Skeleton into my Monk, which is interesting. You should never do that because the Monk is going to silence your Giant Skeleton. Monk is gonna do, he's gonna do alright. He's gonna one tap a few troops here and there, but it's not gonna be enough. That's okay. That's what we planned to do it. We just wanted to know which tanks he would place, and he placed a Giant Skeleton and a Knight. So now we can see that this guy's kind of building a the guy is building a shield comp. So what we have to do, Dark Goblin hit speed increase, and then most importantly, it's going to be the Dark Goblin Shield Breaker. We're gonna have 4, it's gonna do like 6 damage per spear. So really interesting ability in this scenario. We're gonna go for the Golden Giant on the left. This should distract the Magic Archer, who's just going to be focusing on the Golden Giant. And the Golden Giant is going to soak up a lot of damage. In order for our Monk to really start deleting his troops, Monk is going to one-tap the Ice Wizard. Beautiful. And the Golden Giant also going to be very important in this deck because the Monk doesn't have too much HP. I think, what is he? 50 HP. Whereas our Golden Giant has 60. So here, our Golden Giant is going to be really the MVP here. Distracting the Magic Archer, distracting the Ice Wiz, distracting their Grand Warden. So a very precious Grand Warden. I am thinking about going for a Battle Healer in the middle. So that it can start healing up, the Battle Healer can start healing up the Golden Giant and the Monk, and a Wizard for extra DPS. Maybe not the best Wizard because it is going to get killed by the Magic Archer, so not a great Wizard on my end. But as you guys can see, the Battle Healer, yes, she is 1 star, but she just got obliterated instantly, and that was super unfortunate. But the Monk gonna one-tap the Magic Archer, and he's gonna be moving on to the Ice Wizard. A beautiful game to start off the video. All right. So, Monk against Monk. I'm gonna go Monk on the energy tile, of course. And then just go for 1 Golden Giant to soak up if he places his monk on the energy tile. He's not. Interesting. Not what I would have done, and our monk is going to focus his monk, so that's going to be perfect right there. Boom. Round 1 going to be going in our favor. This guy has guard and knight, double mini tanks. So we could definitely place a Dark Goblin on the left, protected behind our monk to start DPSing down both, you know, the guard and the knight. We could also go for a wizard on the knight, and since the monk has a healing ability, every time he gets a kill, he gets 10 HP. We could use the wizard's anti-heal to remove that healing, and I think that could be very strong. Let's go for a Dark Goblin and a wizard upgrade here. So we're really putting the pressure early on, and look at the value of the wizard here. He's going to be splashing on the knight, the swordsman, and the monk. So really, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wizard here, getting a lot of value. And round number 2 is going to go into our favor. Now for the ice wizard here, I want him to focus. Again, we could let him focus the knight over here and also splash, so we could have the fire and ice combo where the ice wizard would slow down everybody around the knight, and the wizard could start DPSing and removing the healing off. And we can also go for the extra area so that the wizard is going to splash on the knight, the ice wiz, the guard, and the monk, and probably the golden giant. Nope, no, the golden giant's going to stay on the right here. But unfortunately, his monk goes and focuses my monk, so he is going to get the better of the matchup here. But right now, the wizard here, with the anti-heal, removing the golden giant. And I don't think it'll be enough, though. I don't think the monk here... Ooh, wait. Nah, monk is going to get the better of my wizard here. Round number 3, going to go in favor of my opponent here. And, okay. So now I think a great mini to upgrade is going to definitely be the Dark Goblin here for sure. It's a no-brainer here. There's so much troops to protect my Dark Goblin that he is going to start getting a lot of kills on the board, and it should be enough to honestly win the game here. I'm not sure. Right now we are gonna get the Dark Goblin to lock onto the guard, break the shield, and then we'll be moving on to the swordsman here. Beautiful. Monk is going to get one ultimate ability. Unfortunately, his monk does get the better of our monk again, but look at that wizard splashing on the knight and on the monk. You see, we just canceled out any healing on the monk with the wizard, and that is going to be another beautiful victory. Now the thing is, in this deck, I really don't like the battle heal. I feel like she brings nothing to the table. She's not a good tank. She's not a good DPS. She doesn't really thrive in any particular areas. So what I'm going to be doing is to get rid of this battle healer for maybe something that can reach the backline. You know, like a miner. I think a good miner would be amazing, because if our opponent has a strong ranged support troop, like a magic archer, like, you know, an E-Wiz, anything like that, our miner is going to be coming in handy, because if we only have the battle here, the deck as it is right now has nothing to bother the backline, the enemy's backline, which is why I'm going to be switching out the battle healer for the miner. Alright, let's see how we do here against another monk here. And in this matchup, the miner is going to be a great option with the dissipate, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. Straight away, never mind. The reason being, if his monk catches my miner, then I could be in a lot of trouble here. Let's see how we do. Do we get the... Oh no, just a second late. Very unfortunate. But here, the miner is going to be coming in handy. We didn't want to play it round 1, because if we were to play the miner here, he would have gotten dissipated, and he wouldn't do the job he wasn't meant to do. So, Dart Goblin here, Golden Giant to soak up the Monk. Let's go for a Dart Goblin, a great source of deep... Or we could go Ice Wizard, honestly. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. And... So why am I placing everything in the same column here? Well, it's because in this column, nothing, no clash, no... There's not going to be any single... Ooh... No clash abilities are going to be working in this lane because my Monk is placed in the center. And that is going to avoid it. My opponent will not be able to Prince my Golden Giant. My opponent will not be able to Spear Goblin or even Bowler the lane where my Golden Giant, my Monk is, because as you guys can see on the red line here appearing, he is silencing the whole column. We could definitely go for some Ice Wizard Splash. And then again, a thing I really like to do against monks is going to be the Fireball, the second ability, removing that healing. A great way to deny a lot of value from my enemy's monk. Beautiful. And look at that, our wizard here is going to splash onto 3 troops again, really getting a lot of value with our wizard here. Boom, we're going to get the monk, and then we should clean up round number 3, going in our favor again. Beautiful. He does have the Dark Goblin. This is where our miner is going to be coming in handy. Our miner is going to have multiple purposes in this matchup. He's going to have the purpose of, first of all, killing that Dark Goblin, DPS him down, backstab him, and then as soon as he is done with that, he is going to be able to dissipate the monk. So really double tasks for the miner, and let's see how it does. And there we go. Miner's going to be locked on to the Dark Goblin. Oh, unfortunately the Golden Giant gets deleted straight away. So now what we're going to have to do in the next round is going to be to upgrade the Golden Giant so that it survives long enough so that my miner has time to kill the Dark Goblin. Let's go for the maxed out miner here to get the Ice Wiz and the Dark Goblin. Go for some freeze here. And let's go for a Golden Giant. A double upgrade. I think a double upgrade of the Golden Giant is going to be the way to go. He's going to have 60 health, and that's going to buy a lot of time for the miner to backstab our opponent. So really, this is where it all comes down. He's going to go for a Fisherman. Very interesting. Very interesting, but as you guys can see here, Golden Giant tanking for the miner, and the miner's going to get both the Ice Wizard and the Dark Goblin. A beautiful, beautiful round number 5 here. Instantly we subbed out the miner, and he instantly got way more value than a battle healer could have. Let's see. I'm not gonna place anything. I don't want to give out any info whatsoever to my opponent. But we are gonna place, I think, the monk on the energy tile. Definitely a must play, because he's always gonna get that instant super. But now we're just gonna have to be very, very careful about where he places his ghost and how we play against this ghost player. Because the main troop in this matchup, it's not going to be the monk, it's going to be the Dark Goblin and the Ice Wizard. So I'm going to do a very, very interesting play. I'm going to be cooking for y'all. I wanted to freeze the miner, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to freeze the Golden G. I think that's going to be the play. Now, you got to let me cook, all right? You got to let me cook. Basically, what we're doing here, we're probably expecting the ghost to be in the center. Let's see. But right now, the thing is, the Golden Giant is going to be walking with the Ice Wizard, with the Dark Goblin. Because we know there's 90% chance he's going to be playing the ghost in the center. So this means that the Golden Giant is going to be walking forward here and is going to meet the ghost right there and not the Dark Goblin, which was the mistake we did last game. Now, I'm not afraid to go all in onto my Dark Goblin because I know he is going to be the main G the top dog in this matchup because he's going to be DPSing down everybody. And our opponent might not have too many troops to deal with him. So he's instantly going to go for the 3-star Royal Ghost. We got to give him the well played here because that is not an easy thing to do. You know, maxing out your Royal Ghost takes a lot of skill. Now the Ice Wizard in this matchup going to be very important because he's going to be splashing on the Skeleton King and the Royal Ghost. So let's see how we do in this. Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Okay. I'm going to go for the Wizard. For the Wizard. Yeah, sure. Let's go for a Wizard. Let's go for a Golden Giant. And let's go for a... Let's go for a bigger area just to make sure we splash onto the whole board here. That's really what we want. Our opponent is going to go for a Miner, but that's going to be amazing. That Miner is actually going to backfire with him because he's going to give a damage boost to the Dark Golem, which is going to do a lot of damage. Now he has the Royal Ghost here, but he is getting frozen by the Wizard, by the Ice Wizard, and that's going to be round number 4 here. Our opponent definitely made a huge mistake by throwing out the Miner, thinking he would get my Dark Goblin, but instead it's going to give my Dark Goblin a troop to kill and then get the damage boost. So an amazing situation for us. Let's go for the Ice Wizard slow. He is going to be very, very important. And let's go for some Rampage here. Make that Golden Giant extremely tanky. We knew how strong he was. Right now our opponent gonna go for a Prince. So really putting a lot of pressure on to my Dark Goblin. Will it be enough? Right now, Monk is taking care of business. Our Dark Goblin is by himself right now, and things are not. Golden Giant here, coming back to tank beautifully. Oh my god, what is happening right now? So why are we not winning against the Royal Ghost? Is because we have nothing to stun him. We have nothing to stun the Royal Ghost, and that is a big problem. That is a big problem, which is why I think I'm going to be subbing the Golden Giant for the Mega Knight. Because there's just no way for me to deal with the Royal Ghost. I only have the Ice Wizard. The only troop to deal with the Royal Ghost before I switched the Mega Knight for the Golden Giant was the Ice Wizard. Now I'm going to have the Mega Knight, which is going to be able to stun the Royal Ghost, which is everywhere in this meta. So let's do one last match here to really see how polished we can make this deck here. And the Mega Knight here going to be an interesting troop to deal against the Monk because he's going to be stunning him. And a key to victory against the Monk is going to be to stun, to have those control effects that are going to be slowing down, stunning him so that he's not going to be able to cycle through his ultimate abilities. Look at that, the Mega Knight's going to be tanking here. The Golden Giant would have done this exact same job, but still, we wanted to make sure we had an appropriate counter to the Royal Ghost because in the deck we previously had, there was just no way for us to deal with the 3-star Royal Ghost. Alright, let's go for a Wizard, an Ice Wiz. I'm gonna go for some damage, and let's go for some anti-heal. We know he did play a Miner, but that's okay. That's okay, we'll just freeze the Ice Wiz. And the Miner's not going to be super scary to deal with. He does have Dissipate, which is pretty annoying, but look at that. Our Monk is going to be doing a lot of work. Our Mega Knight is going to get an ultimate ability. Really, Mega Knight, probably one of the best tanks in the game. So if you are wondering which tank you should use, Mega Knight is going to be an answer. Golden Giant is going to be second, but the thing is Golden Giant doesn't do really well against the Royal Ghost. Yes, he's going to tank for a lot, but he's not going to be killing him, which is what you need to do. Alright, let's go for the freeze. Let's go for the Dark Goblin here. And honestly, the Mega Knight. Going to be a very, very, very important troop. He does have the Mega Knight also. Yeah, the Mega Knight too. That's interesting. That's interesting. Now our monk is getting work. His monk is doing a lot of work. Our monk is gonna get the better of him. Very nice. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Ooh, we get the Rogue Ghost. Beautiful. Last game here. Very, very nice. Alright, so we started out with this deck right there. We had the Golden Giant and the Battle Healer. Now, we did make a few changes because I think fundamentally these two changes are going to be improving your deck here. First of all, I think the Golden Giant is a great option, but it's not good against the Rogue Ghost, which is what this deck really struggles against. There is nothing to take care of the Rogue Ghost. There's only the Ice Wizard Splash, but it's still not enough here, so we did make sure to sub him out, and we also subbed out the Battle Healer, which is probably one of the worst minis. She does no damage, she does no tanking, and she does no healing. She's pretty much a dead mini in this meta. So we made sure to sub that out for a Mega Knight and a Miner. Mega Knight, good against the Rogue Ghost. He can stun all the way in the back, and the Miner also going to be another troop that's going to be bringing pressure on the enemy's backline. Two things that we did not have when we first started out with this video. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this brand new format. I'm loving it, trying your decks, seeing how they work, figuring out, understanding how different matchups work, and making your deck and letting your decks evolve through the meta, through what you're doing. You know, if you're going up against a lot of Rogue Ghost, well, sub in that, put in the Mega Knight, put in, things that can take care of him. And at the end of the day, you're going to have the perfect deck for you. Because we do, of course, we all say, this is the best deck, this is the best deck. But if you're having success with your deck, and if you're understanding, like, how to play against the majority of heroes, then the deck you're playing is the best deck for you. Make sure you guys comment down below your decks, and I will be featuring the most liked reply in the next video of me trying out your decks. Thank you so much for tuning in till the end, guys, and I'll see you in another video. Later, fellas.